Welcome to the Mothership, Progressive Daily Skate Park 2021 first look of the year. Not too long ago, we actually started this process. You saw it on my channel. I uploaded the video of us first getting the warehouse, first opening up the doors and not having electricity. So waiting 3 days for that to kick in and then starting the build immediately. A lot has changed since then, and I am very proud to say that in a very short time, with only a few people really building, we've done a lot. The reason I'm making this video right now is because I want to see what the skate park looks like at the beginning of the year versus the end of the year, and I'm very excited to bring this to you right now. Okay, where do we get started? Here. We now officially have 4 quarter pipes, and they're all 1 foot apart from each other. This one right here is the 4 foot. If you go straight across, you see the 5 foot, and then we have the tiny 2 foot, and we just recently finished the 3 foot quarter pipe. Now, even though I don't consider myself much of a transition skater, just having this ramp has improved my skill exponentially. Just 1 day of going and trying to learn a lot of tricks, I did, and it was incredible. And this thing is by far my favorite quarter pipe out of the whole bunch. On this one, we actually still have PVC coping because it really doesn't matter that this can skate well. It sits between the garage door and this door, so since we're not skating it much anyways, we didn't need to waste metal on this. We uploaded a video on Progress Daily the other day of us using the ramps to flow through the park now, and now you don't have to do any awkward stops before you get to the wall and turn around. There are ramps everywhere that can get you anywhere you need to go. The most skated thing here, I would say, is probably this box. It's 20 feet long. The metal is amazing after we broke it in, of course. But for slide tricks, I feel a little awkward with metal ledges, so I think eventually we'll probably have a box that's made out of some type of recycled plastic so that we can just do all types of no slides. But for now, this thing's amazing. It's also a great manual pad. Plus, we have this Transformers rail that's built a little awkward. You can see that it's bent, and it's meant to be put on the box so that you can grind down it, and it works fantastically. And also right here on the wall, this is just a temporary fix, but pretty much any board that we use in the Progress Daily videos, we put on the walls. This is our cruiser board. Super, super fun. Now, we actually just uploaded a video of us skating this new setup, but we have this ramp against the wall next to the quarter pipe, and it definitely adds to being able to do a lot of different tricks. We have a sign from the first skate park we had in Columbia, South Carolina. I stole that when they were tearing down the park, and now we have it in my new park, so it's a very good feeling. Now, this skate park is meant to be interchangeable. You're supposed to have a bunch of things off to the side, like this flat rail, this manual pad, that you can just swap out whenever. Right now, in the middle, we have the square flat bar, the round bar, the launch ramp, and the box, but we always just change it up. This is also the Progress Daily flat bar, so we're actually selling this square flat bar, the round flat bar, and our slat box, which are just tucked away. Now, I've been drawing a lot and painting a lot. First of all, I just love doing murals, so the fact that I was able to do these giant murals at my own skate park meant a lot, but every single word or label represents some place that's very important to me and very influential in everything I've done. So of course I have Korea, because not only did Korea inspire a lot of my ideas for my brand, but it's where my mom's from, that's what I'm half of. Then of course you have New York City, where I've lived for the last 4 years and has just given me so many new ideas about life and everything. And then of course you have LBC, which is the first place I moved to when I left Columbia, South Carolina. So a lot of people ask me about these characters. They actually represent a lot more than I've really let on, but to me, I think of them more as mascots. People who kind of are there to remind me of why I'm doing everything and what I'm doing, and each little guy is someone who kind of pushes me a certain direction. But we actually have these notebooks coming out very soon because I'm obsessed with writing, period. I do to-do list every single day. So we actually created notebooks with each of the characters on front, and there's a word on each one that represents what they stand for the most. With Plump Eye, I think of the word passion. I think of him as someone who is always pursuing creativity, and every time I look at him, it reminds me that that is the most important thing in life, is just to be passionate about the thing that you're pursuing and to focus on the arts like I try to do, which is, drawing, skateboarding, etc., things that really make life feel fulfilled. Ninja Eye to me represents sacrifice. I just think of a ninja who, sacrifices a lot in his life, but for me, it's about giving up onto the things that I always hold on to so dear to potentially have a future that I care about more. Because usually it's fear, and usually you're not really letting go of anything. It's just scary to take that next step, and to me, every time I see him, I think, sacrifice, give it up for a better future. Go, go, go. And then Safari reminds me of empathy, of just not judging people for what they like. You obviously see a guy taking a selfie looking silly, and to me, it's not about judging people like that or who do anything that seems out of the norm or that I just can't relate to. So he's always telling me not to judge, be empathetic towards everyone, no matter what they do, no matter who they are. And of course, I don't have the monkey up just yet, Melee, our mascots, but to me, he just represents chaos. And that is just throwing things to the wall and just seeing what sticks. And that's a good reminder as well. Moving on, we have this Aframe. At first, I thought this thing was too big because I wanted to do a lot of technical tricks, but I finally skate it, and I actually really like it. I like the fact that it's mellow, that you can sit on the trick and just chill. It's really fun. As I said before, we have very long flat bars chilling in the middle right now because we were all trying to learn more flat rail tricks. So we have a square one that allows for a whole different range of tricks, and then we have this 20-foot one. So usually, after we learn the tricks on the square, smaller rail or the round Transformers rail, we try to take it to the longer rails to see if we can actually hold those tricks. So that's usually the pattern. And the skate park is very much designed to learn a trick and be able to take it step by step. So if you learn it on flat ground, you can take it off the box, take it off the kicker ramp, and then you can take it down the 5-stair. We also have one of these barriers that end up being so much more fun than you would think. You can do tricks over them, off the bump. It's just a lot of things. It's really fun. And I would say the highlight of this whole place is probably this stage. The handrail, the hubba, the 5-stair. It's definitely probably what the bangers are on. I've done a lot of tricks on this 5-stair recently that I've never done down anything, and of course with the handrails, I finally skated them and they feel like very legit handrails. They're actually a little scary, but I think it's cool that we have handrails like that. The hubba we just recently skated, and if you saw the video, you can actually insert it onto the handrail perfectly. It's kind of a new design that I saw Manny Santiago do, and I'm very surprised that more people don't do it. But the hubba, it just works perfectly, and you just slide it in the rail. And I've said this before, but the fact that we have 3 kicker ramps shows how much we actually love and appreciate these things. I can learn tricks off of these that I can't even do on flat ground, so that's just good stuff. Now, as for the office area, that has not been touched at all. So it's just straight up terrible right now, but this is what it looks like right now. And we'll see what it looks like by the end of the year. Now on this trip, I painted all of these planters, and what's hilarious is that I bought plants to go inside and they ended up being way too small, but I still put them in there anyways because you kind of get that vibe. But I want this whole back area eventually to be very clean and have a very earthy vibe, like a cafe that you would find in New York or anywhere. I'm not a big fan of tools being exposed and just out and about, so I eventually want to figure out how to kind of hide this stuff. Obviously, the cafe seating area is nowhere where I want it to be yet. I just wanted to get the actual chairs and tables in so that we have somewhere to sit and chill and whatever. But, I want this whole area to be cleaner. We actually did finally set up this lighting area for us to take product photos and just better photos of the riders, especially when we're launching new merchandise. But you have the seamless paper in the back that we need to figure out how to get a little higher. But this whole area is going to be a perfect place to shoot all that stuff. And that's it, the beginning of 2021. That is what we have so far. Now, this skate park came very organically through everything we've done. I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago, and through that, I have saved up money to be able to afford having this place for a year. So right now we have this place for a year. All the skateboarders are killing it. The Progress Daily channel is getting a lot of views. Of course, we're selling merchandise better, and I'm so glad that people want to be involved with this whole project and that you're putting any sense of trust in us at all, because I promise at the end of the day, we're always trying to make skateboarding bigger and better. That is our thing. We love it so much. It really helped us in a community like Columbia, South Carolina, escape the monotony and boredom of a small community, and it allowed someone like me to go off to California and New York City and have this life that I could have never dreamed of. So skateboarding to me is very important, and it's not only just that one thing, it's just the idea of going out of your comfort zone and doing something creative with your life and just pursuing your passions. And thankfully, something sparked in me early on to allow me to try to do that. And it was very, very rough, but today, having all this, it was all 100% worth it, and I can't wait to just keep pushing it, and hopefully I can get you guys as involved as humanly possible in everything we're doing. I always want to start projects where you guys can be hands-on in everything and help build along with skateboarding, because it is a very fun sport, life, whatever. I love it so much. So I will see you next time, every Tuesday and Thursday for a new video on this channel. If you want more videos to watch, you can go to Progress Daily's channel and see all the 3 videos we upload a week. So we actually have 5 new videos with me and Progress Daily coming out a week of just skateboarding. Of course, never any pressure to watch. It's only if you are bored and you want to watch some skateboarding, we got it for you. That's what we're here for, is to relieve a little bit of your boredom. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, Progress Daily, and keep killing it. Oh, that's pretty good, right? Yours was so sick. Oh my god, dude, that was so sick.